Hi everyone, welcome into this week's My Weekly CBS Fix. This week's video is dedicated once again to Yisrael Amicha ben Sarah as a refuah shlema, and also to my brother-in-law Shlomo Pessin, upon his son's upcoming wedding. May you only know of joyous occasions. So in this week's Parshas Tetzaveh, we learn about the different priestly garments that the high priest, the Kohen Gadol, would wear as he came in to the Mishkan. And one of those vestments was the robe. On the robe, at the bottom of the robe, were sets of bells and pomegranates. One bell, one pomegranate, one bell, one pomegranate, all the way around. And so the question is, what do the bells and the pomegranates represent? So the verse says, "V'nishma kolo b'vaya ela kodesh," and its voice, its sound would be heard when it came into the kodesh, into the holy place, which is the Mishkan. And the bell had a little clapper on the inside, which certainly made a sound, and the pomegranate didn't make any sound. And so therefore, the lesson that it's teaching us is that when we come to serve Hashem, there's a time to talk and a time not to talk. The bell certainly represents sound, speech, and therefore the time to talk in the synagogue is certainly to pray, and definitely times of Torah learning as well. The time to be quiet is at a time that we're in the middle of the prayer. It is forbidden to have any type of non-holy speech. Just to talk things about anything is not proper decorum for a synagogue. It's disrespectful. And so when a person serves Hashem, he has to keep those two things in mind. Time to talk, but there are certain things that shouldn't be said as well. The question that I've been wondering about is, why is it that it's the pomegranate specifically that represents silence? It certainly doesn't have a mouth or an opening, but there's many fruit that don't. So why specifically the pomegranate? But the pomegranate actually has many seeds. The many seeds is representative of a person's good deeds. As our sages tell us, "Afilu reikanim shabecha melei mitzvahs karimon." Even the empty Jews, as it were, are still full of mitzvahs like a rimon. But if a person can open up his mouth at the wrong time, God forbid, it's possible that a person will lose all those deeds. The Chavetz Chaim used to actually say that the evil speech that it's referring to, that a person has to keep their mouth closed for, is Lashon Hara. Our sages tell us that if somebody speaks Lashon Hara, that whoever is spoken about receives the speaker's good deeds. So by speaking Lashon Hara, you can lose, not only are you losing your good deeds that you've done, your good mitzvahs that you've done, but the person that you spoke about merits them. Another idea I wanted to share with you is that there's the speaker, which is the bells, and the pomegranates, which is the non-speaker, which means that the speaker are the sages. The sages are the ones that do the talking. Who are the ones that don't do the talking? Like we said before, the empty ones among you, the lower Jews, as it were. Nevertheless, they're still filled with mitzvos. They're still entirely stuffed with mitzvos, like a pomegranate. And the idea is that when it comes to serving Hashem, it doesn't matter who you are. You can be a Torah giant or you can be a Torah ant. It doesn't matter. When you come to serve Hashem, both voices are heard together. Both people are heard together. We're talking about being filled up like mitzvahs, and we're talking about the priestly garments. We should just know that if a person, for example, wears tzitzis every single day, every moment of the day, you cannot imagine the amount of reward that we are getting just for this simple mitzvah, as it were, of just putting on a pair of tzitzis. If you don't own a pair of tzitzis and you're a man, go get one. Women don't need one, so you don't need to get one. But the men, you should certainly need one. You should certainly get a pair, and you will attain incredible reward for that. So keep this all in mind when we serve Hashem. We should have all these ideas in mind, and if you do, and if we do, Hashem will listen to all our prayers, and we will certainly be bavilink in front of Hashem. Thank you for listening. Have a good Shabbos.